Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So real quick, I wanted to tell you guys, right, that you have to be able to accept the fact that there's going to be times where you're not going to get chicks, okay? No matter how good you are at talking to women, there's going to be times where shit is not going to go your way, all right? So there's going to be times out here where you're going to have dry spells when you're trying to make shit happen in the game, right? It's like this, let's say if a person runs a business or whatever, some seasons they're going to be making more money than other seasons, you understand? And then they're going to start making more money later when the next season rolls around, and then when this next season rolls around they might not make that much money. It's the up and down. The same thing happens when you're dealing with chicks. Same thing with your emotions. One minute you're feeling good, the next minute you're feeling not so good, the next minute you're feeling good again, right? It constantly changes, it fluctuates. So the same thing happens in the game when you're out here, trying to make shit happen with girls. So there's gonna be times where you go out, you talk to certain girls, you go to the club, everything is just flowing real well, girls is being receptive to you. Then you got nights where the shit is not going how you expect. Like you're not really making anything happen. You're getting rejected a lot, you understand? So these things are going to go down when you are talking to girls, interacting with chicks. You just have to understand that this is a natural thing, right? Because if you don't understand that this is a thing that happens and you don't accept it, what's going to happen is you're going to get down on yourself. And what happens is that when you're in that sort of mode and you're being, real negative, you're feeling all depressed and shit, that's going to make that situation last longer because the energy you're putting out there is going to give you more of that shit you don't want. So for example, if you had like a night where, you were trying to talk to a lot of girls and none of them were being receptive to you, then you feel sort of upset about it, and you go out later that week and you're still upset about last time when you was out. When you approach these girls, you're approaching them with that upset, annoyed, depressed energy, and then more girls are gonna reject you. You understand? And then you're gonna be in that cycle longer, right? So the thing is just to understand that, this shit happens and to accept that it happens. Then once you accept it, you just keep it pushing, you keep it moving, you keep it going, you keep doing what you do, and it's gonna come right back around. See, a lot of you guys who are having trouble just in general, because I know a lot of guys who watch this and they'll be like, well, I don't get any chicks. Shit doesn't happen for me ever. And usually the reason why it's not happening for you is because you're caught in that cycle. You're caught in the part of where you weren't getting shit and you stayed stuck in that. You understand? You haven't pushed forward and pushed through to actually put yourself in a certain mind state in order to get things going for you. See, guys who actually get girls, they understand this. They understand that at sometimes there's going to be times where they're not going to get girls, and they understand there's some times where they are. So they just keep doing their thing, and then it comes right back around. The guys who don't have the know-how or who are not used to this shit, they go out, make shit happen here and there, and then they give up or they stay in that negative mindset, and then it keeps that negativity around longer. And then the funny part is that when it does come back around where they might get a girl here or there, sometimes they're so negative or they're in that negative mindset, they don't even recognize when a chick is trying to give them some play because they're still stuck in that negative mindset. They don't realize that it's just part of the game that this is happening right now. You understand? So I just want you guys to understand that when you're out here in the game, understand that things are going to happen in ways where 1 minute shit is popping, the next minute it's not, then it's gonna start, happening again, and then it's gonna not, and then it's gonna happen again, and it just keeps going in that cycle. You understand? But the thing is that if you want to, be the type of guy who's getting, more things going, and being in the cycle of things actually going your way in more than not, you have to make sure that you are stepping up your game. If you're the guy who is, taking on that negative nonsense, you're going to stay in that cycle of shit not going your way longer. You understand? And see, the thing is this, let's say a guy who is really good at getting girls, right? Let's say like every week he has 3 or 4 new girls he's talking to, right? He might get into a point where instead of 3 or 4 girls he's talking to, it's only 1 girl he's talking to a week. So for him, that's a slow week. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got a guy who gets no girls talking to him, ever or whatever. Then he actually gets 1 girl talking to him, and that's a good week. That's like, more than he's used to. You see what I'm saying? So it all is different for each person. But what you got to understand is that it's going to happen for everybody. You understand? It's going to happen like that. You just got to understand that that's part of the game, and you just got to keep going in order to, you know, see the cycle come back around to where you want it to be. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. Listen, if you guys have any more questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.